Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our Let's Play series on Oakbridge Farm. Now, we have been extremely busy off screen trying to get some of this sugar beet contract done. We've completed the 2 cultivating contracts. Now it was quite a silly mistake. I collected the contract and therefore lost the vehicle. So we used our John Deere to do the other one, which worked really well. And I did 7 headlands with the sugar beet harvester before we set it off on a worker. But I've just found it a lot easier to unload the harvester myself and then put it back on auto drive to go and deliver it and come back to the field. And by the time the tractor gets back, it's about time to be emptying the harvester. But we not only have to, oh, there it is, bring the John Deere back, we've got to collect the contract money for this field, and we've also got a harvesting contract, because the contract that I tried to take out in the last episode that then disappeared, the cotton harvesting, has reappeared. So we have taken it out and I have made sure that we borrowed the equipment. So let's really quickly, where are we? We are here. So let's create job, go to, where's the, I can't see the other vehicle. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to get in its way. Okay, we'll just have to try. So let's tell it to go here. And okay, that's fine. They shouldn't meet. Because if we expand the map, yeah, we should be good. So let's jump into this massive John Deere cotton harvester. We actually need to get it all folded up, unfolded even. There we go. So we should, somehow I stopped the engine again. If we open this, now it's saying to do 2 headlands, but I'm tempted to do 5, and then we can make a start going up and down. So let's do that. Let's turn it on. Oh, that's lifted it up. Let's drop it down, zoom out so that we can see what we are doing. There we go. And one of the workers is stuck. That one is stuck. Of course it is. Right, so I've just decided it's going to be easier and faster for us to just run this straight back and park it up. Now, I've not bought the truck and trailer to collect the cotton bales over. That is still at the store, so we will have to do that. But we'll probably do that once we've finished the harvest. That's going to be a lot of harvesting work in this episode, but it should give us quite a decent amount of money. And I've been thinking, I believe we've got a field of canola. It's not ready to harvest, but if it is canola, we will be placing, if we can, the oil factory or an oil factory, so that we can turn it into canola oil, because that sells for a lot more money than just the canola. So that would be the plan, if we can get one at a good price. So we will have to have a look. But we could also do with getting the TMR to the buffalo as well. So there is a lot that we need to do, and we've only done 31% transported for the sugar beet contract. What would be amazing is if we've got quite a lot left over that we can hopefully put a sugar mill down because that's going to earn us a lot of money, which we can then use that sugar for the chocolate at the dairy. We're just going to park this here for now. There we go. And jump back into this. And actually, I think I need to keep this map open so that we can see when we're going to have to unload the sugar beet harvester. So hopefully this isn't going to take us too long. I might end up doing the headlands, all 5 of them, and then setting it off on a worker, because I would really like to give the buffalo some TMR today. We have got the time on ×1 so that we don't run out of time for these contracts. Actually, that's something we could do. If I just activate cruise control, we can come in here and get 33,716 for that cultivating contract, and we got about 30,000 for the last one, so we can get that, and then we go up to nearly £150,000. And it would be nice to get a bigger trailer. Maybe something like this is what I've been looking at, but I think we're okay. If we do start doing canola, we are going to have to get a flat deck trailer so that we can go and sell it all. But there is a much bigger tractor, and there is also a forage harvester, which will be useful for the silage, but I don't think we need it just yet. So the sugar beet worker is full, and this is nearly back, so we can turn that off. So it's going to be a lot of going backwards and forwards between this tractor and the cotton harvester, but hopefully it's going to be worth it in the end. So let's get this done. Right, well, we're on the second headland. Now, these fields are massive. They're going to take us ages. But we are a few litres away from getting our first cotton bale. Now, I was hoping that it would have done it in that one because we are literally 1% away, but it always seems to pre-fill the pre-chamber and then unload it. But somehow it didn't on one of them, so that it's weird. But it shouldn't take us too long. We've done 39% of the sugar beet harvest and 5% of the cotton harvest. Now, the nice thing is with the cotton harvest, we'll be able to just continue going until the whole field is done, and then we can transport it all at the end. Whereas with the sugar beet field, we've got to transport as we go, which is adding to the time. Let's just drop back and get that little bit there. There we go. So it's going to take us quite a bit of time, but I do want to show you the first cotton bale whenever that is going to be. But this machine is absolutely huge. I've not really done much cotton harvesting, I think, at all in any farm sim. So this is quite fun. It is very time consuming, but it is quite fun. And as we've got the sheep, we could, if we've got more left, there is a chance that we could get another production, get the fabric, or is it tailor production, and start making some fabric. And that's not contracts. The contracts are helping, but the productions are really going to help boost our income. We do need to just keep an eye on the animals. I think the plan is, once we've got these headlands done, the plan will be to set this off on a worker, make some more TMR, give the cattle some straw so they can start producing some slurry, and definitely get the buffalo their TMR, and hopefully make another load so it's ready to go, or maybe another 2 loads, so we can have one in the trailer, one in the machine. But we are nearly there. 2%, and we should get the first bale. There we go. First bale is coming out now. And we need to stop because the combine's full. Drop back. There we go. Turn automatic drop on. Pre-chamber is empty. And we can get going. That is really cool. Right, so we've got 1 bale done, and that's taken about 1.5 headlands, so we should get quite a few bales off this field. Right, so I've changed my mind slightly. I was going to do 5 headlands, but I've decided that we're going to do the 3, which is this last pass. We've got 2 bales already, but we are, like I say, going to stick to the 3 headlands and set this off on a worker, because there is so much that I want to get done. We're progressing well though, which is good, and we are going to get a lot of money. I'm just trying to work it out as well, how much each trailer load is delivering for the contract. I think one trailer is about 5%. Which means I think we've got about 10 to 11 more trips with the trailer before we've delivered the total amount. But I think we're going to have quite a lot of sugar beets that we can keep. So once we finish this little bit, we will jump over, unload the sugar beet harvester, and we'll have a look and see if we can work out how much it is delivering, because that might help us decide if we are going to be able to place the sugar mill or not. I think it would be a really good idea because sugar is worth a lot of money, but it just depends on what field, because obviously the bigger the field, the more we're going to get, but the longer it's going to take. So we could plant our field 5, with sugar beet next, but that is going to take quite a long time to harvest. So we'll have a look. We've got this done now. There we go. So we can go steering a AI worker 3 meters. Don't work the headlands. Go. And that's going to sort itself out and just continue away. I don't know which way it's going. Going that way. Yes, you are. That's fine. We will leave that to it. We can jump into here. Deactivate that. Reverse off the tree. Hide all of this. Find where the harvester is, which is not too far away. This is what I mean. We've only done 50% of the contract, but I don't think we're even halfway through this field, because we've done all the headlands, but the machine's not even in the middle of the field yet. So I think we are going to get quite a lot. So let's have a look while it's doing that. Does it tell me? It's not telling me how much we've actually delivered. We will find out when we've done this load. I think we've delivered either 40, I think it said 46%. But we can see here, if I look at the map, we are quite a long way off being halfway through the field, which is really good. But it's going to take us a long time, and this load will help us decide whether we can get a sugar mill now or later. Obviously, it depends on cost as well. I'm saying this, there might not be one that's at 36,000 as there was for the dairy, but it would be nice. We shall have to see. So we'll come through our usual exit point, and as soon as the trailer's on the road, there we go, we can reactivate that, and we're just going to leave you to it. This is the truck it's given us. It's quite a nice Mercedes-Benz A-Rock. So can we unload this 500 litres? Nearly. I'm going to try and get this out of the way a little bit. There we go. Right, while we're here, let's have a look. Construction. Factories, let's scroll down to where they were. Bakery, preserved food, cement, dairy, grain, grape, sawmill, oil mill. We are going to want that. Spinnery and sugar mill. So we can place them. I do want to just double check what is in our field. Canola. And we can definitely make canola oil. So that is a must. So this is going to be quite expensive. So that is the oil mill. So let's zoom in. The nice thing is these are all quite small. I think we're just going to have them quite nicely spaced. Yeah, you are in line. So I think we can place you about here. There we go. So that's the oil mill. spinnery. We definitely want the spinnery because of our sheep. And where can we put that? I think we can put this about here. And the next question is, shall we place the sugar mill? Need to see which way around this is. So that is a bit of a pain because I wanted it to match the others, but it won't. Because the only way I can get it to match is if I bring it further forward. I think we might have to. Can we squeeze it in the middle? Should we go about there? Let's do it. There we go. And let's find the gravel. Where is it? Gravel, here we go. Let's extend these, which is the cursor shape there. Let's try now. That's better. It's just... So this field has really quickly been destroyed. We might as well try and get it relatively neat. There we go. And I can tell we do need to just soften around these a little bit. That's a bit better. And not too bad, to be fair. There we go. Right. That is looking really good. So, what can we deliver first? We have got wool that we can deliver, but I do want to get some more of this done, so we will do that first. So can we see how much is in there? There is just hay. I think we need some more hay, which is why I've moved the trailer out of the way. Let's push this right to the back. Like that, there we go. Can we lower? Yes, we can. Here we go. That's nice and neat there. Perfect. Now we need to try and reverse out of this shed. Let's lift these up. Come forwards a bit more. There we go. And they are unloading. Right, so that's that. Let's disconnect that there. And not drive into it. Grab the bucket. Now, I think it was 3. Oh, I didn't even look to see how much it had delivered. I got distracted. That's not good. I think it was 3 of these. So that's bucket number 1. Number 2. And hopefully one more. Oh, how full are we? That I might have messed this up. That is pretty full. Let's see if we can put a straw bale in. That I might have put too much hay in. Let's see what we can do. Once we've figured out the right recipe, we should be okay, but the problem is we've got to figure it out. So let's come around here. There we go, and we can get these straps taken off. Oops, a daisy, I didn't want to go through there. Okay, we can't put under. Let's jump over there. Like that, there we go. And we will see if this hopefully works. I'm not convinced though. Oh, that was very lucky. That is incredibly lucky, and it's full. That was amazing. So we can do 2 buckets of silage, 2 hay bales, 2 and a bit hay bales, and 1 straw. So let's turn this on. Can we drive out? Or are we going to get stuck on a wall? Or we can sort of drive out. That works. So let's try and get ourselves under. There we go. And it's just done it as hay. Why has it changed it to hay? That was... I don't understand that. Right. I am not sure what happened there, but I've managed to sort it. We have finally got 30,000 litres of TMR. So let's now get these beacons on. Actually, I've just thought of something that is quite urgent. Oh. You've finally figured yourself out. That's fine. You can unload that. I'm not going to complain at that. This is doing okay. That's fine. We will leave everything like that. So let's go and deliver some TMR to the buffaloes. And then I think to end the episode, we'll probably try to collect the wool and goat's milk and deliver that to the productions. Get that going. That will be amazing if we can do that. We are going to be going past the cotton harvester, if I can get my words out, which is surprisingly catching up to the sugar beet harvester. We've done 50% of the sugar beet, near enough, and 20% of the cotton harvesting, which is amazing to see multiple machines working together, or working simultaneously. So this shouldn't take us too long to get to the buffaloes, and hopefully soon we'll start getting some milk from both the cows and the buffaloes. We do need to give the cattle some straw for bedding, which shouldn't take us long because we have got quite a bit of straw already on the trailer next to them. There we go, we can see the buffaloes now. We haven't got many, but there are quite a nice amount, and it is quite nice to see them just walking around. Well, I have to see if we can get in, because we've just left trailers abandoned up here. And I think the last time we were up here, we just kept crashing the livestock trailer, which isn't ideal. So let's try and reverse this in. Like this. Here we go. That's going to be fine. GMR unload. I'm not sure how much it's going to take. Not much at all. So let's have a quick look at how the animals are looking. So the cows do need some straw. They're okay for everything else. The buffalo are doing well. They've got enough water for now. And the sheep and goats have plenty of meadow grass and 3 wool pallets and 1 pallet of goat's milk. So we will shut the engine off there. We'll leave that here for now. We'll grab the truck and this little trailer. We'll run straight over. Trying to keep my eye open and see how much one trailer load is going to give us. There's a lot of hay down here as well. We are going to be fine for hay for a while. We could potentially cultivate the grass field up and plant something different. Let me know in the comments, should we do that? Should we get rid of the grass field for now and plant something else? We've got the bale spike down here as well, which I'm now running over. Try and just, there we go. Let's just try and get it out of the way enough. We're going to have to come forwards. And try to reverse past the shed without crashing. That was very lucky. Right. So we can go straight over now to our brand new productions, which luckily aren't too far away because we've got a gateway right here. So I now have to try and remember which is which. What we are going to have to do is unload everything here. Now, I am tempted. Is it still in the sale? It is. I'm tempted to get a forklift because we are going to need it to be able to stack onto the low loader when we get a low loader. So where are... Oh, we could go for a skid steer, I suppose. Or would a forklift be easier? That's already got forks on it. Ah, skid steer might be nice though. Can we hire purchase it? How much can we put down? Over a 5-year period. Should we do that? It's going to be a bit easier to move things around. How fast can they go? That's 7. That's 11 miles an hour. So that would be the best one to go for. Let's put this to 5. Yeah, okay, we're going to go for that. Let's purchase... Oh, we've already got a skid steer. I've just remembered. Right. Okay. That was a massive mistake. Where is it? That there. Let's... Vehicles. And... we should be able to find... New Holland here. Yeah, that's got 0 hours, whereas that has got hours. So let's sell. There we go. So we are pretty much where we were. So we can now grab our skid steer that we already owned. That was a massive mistake. Where are the pallet forks? Oh, we don't have pallet forks. I thought we did. No, we don't. Okay, right. So we're going to have to buy these, which at least is only £800. I'm going to run over and grab the pallet forks quickly and then go straight to the productions. So I'll see you in a second. Right. We've finally got over with the pallet forks. So that is that the dairy? I think that is the dairy. Yes. So we need to take stuff into there. That's the oil mill. And that's the sugar mill. Okay, so we were completely off with both. Let's get this just out of the way so we can actually maneuver around. Jump back into the skid steer. Now, let's see how good we are with this. Oh, and I've crashed. Trying to get in line. Now, can we do 2 in one go? Quite possibly. Oh, no, we've got the goat's milk there. Oh. Are we lifting? Yes, we are. Okay. We can do 2. That is okay. We just need to be very careful. Let's drop this down. And this is our spinnery. Oh. Let's see if we can actually... There we go. So that's that. We've got one more wool pallet and one more, or the one goat's milk. There we go. It's not the prettiest, but it's on. Let's just see where the unload point is. Just here. There we go. Bring the forks in slightly. Oh. There we go. And unload. Right, so we can turn the engine off. We need to jump into here. Oh, and here we go. So dairy. We've got goat's milk in there at the moment. So what is going to be the best price? So let's come down. Goat's milk is at the highest is 5,000 per 1,000 litres. So actually, both of those are lower than normal. But do we get more from it? Yes, we do. 10 gives us 20. So I think we're just going to activate both. And then spinnery. We've got wool, so let's activate that. So we have got a sawmill, but which we are using. We think we've got quite a bit we can sell. Yeah, we've got a lot of money tied up in those. And we've already got another 2 pallets of wool and 1 of goat's milk. So I will go and collect those and bring those over. But let's just jump into the sugar beet harvester. Let's check that out. That's doing good. That's on its way back. And this is doing really well. So we're going to end the episode there for this episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching the episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, if you could hit that like button, that would mean a lot to me. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, that would mean a great deal if you could subscribe. And hopefully, we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.